Hello and welcome to my new series, What If I Was in Charge of, where today I'll be talking about what if I was in charge of Super Smash Bros. I'll talk about the names and the characters today. Well, next two videos I'll be talking about stages and game modes. And without further ado, let's get started. Now, what am I going to have the name be? Well, I decided to go with Super Smash Bros. Controversy. And yes, I did make that logo, and although I'm the Flame King, I did put that electric staticky effect around it, but basically I don't want it to be Super Smash Bros. 5 or Super Smash Bros. For Switch, because that seems unoriginal to me, especially after how they did Melee and Brawl. So I decided to go with Controversy because that is yet again another fighting term. Now to move on to characters, I'm going to have return from the original Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Donkey Kong, Link, Kirby, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Fox, Samus, Ness, and Captain Falcon, and there's nothing much to say about them. They're practically going to stay the same with a few nerfs and buffs there, maybe. But the only thing I really want to point out is how Samus is yet again going to be paired with Zero Suit Samus. Now, newcomers, there's Peach, Bowser, Dr. Mario, Zelda, Sheik, Ganondorf, Young Link, Falco, Mewtwo, Pichu, the Ice Climbers, Marth, Roy, and Mr. Game & Watch. Now, before I get onto the clones, I want to talk about Zelda and Sheik, how I might keep them together, maybe I'd separate them again, because I'm not feeling as strong about that, because that's Twilight Princess Zelda, and that's Ocarina of Time Sheik, so they're technically from two different times. Now, as for the clones, Young Link, Ganondorf, Falco, and Dr. Mario, and Pichu, I would try my best to unclone all of them. Pichu, I might just end up turning into a clone for Pikachu, but Dr. Mario, I thought of a cool way to unclone him from Mario, so I'm pretty sure I could do that. What I would do is attack the viruses along with him, and Dr. Mario could use his pills to destroy them, but if he doesn't, they would basically infest the stage and grow in population and so on and so forth. From Brawl, there's Wario, Diddy Kong, Link, King Dedede, Meta Knight, Pit, the Pokemon Trainer, Lucario, Lucas, Ike, Rob, Olimar, Snake, and Sonic. Now, again, I'm going to try and unclone characters since Toon Link and Lucas are clones. And Wario, lots of people are saying they would put him in overalls, but I would keep him in his WarioWare outfit, mainly because that's who he is now. Wario Land is kinda a thing of the past. And as for Pokemon Trainer, I honestly think that I would just cut him out of the loop and just turn Charizard, Squirtle, and Ivysaur all into their own characters. But I also might have Pokemon Trainer be his own character and his own person. And there's only one character really missing from here, and that's Wolf. That's because my mind somehow blanked and I forgot about him, even though I really badly want him to return. I would unclone him as well. And so that's all I have to say about the Brawl character. Smash 4, there's Rosalina and Luma, Bowser Jr., Greninja, Robin, Lucina, Corrin, Palutena, Dark Pit, Shulk, Villager, Wii Fit Trainer, Little Mac, Duck Hunt, Mega Man, Pac-Man, Ryu, Cloud, Bayonetta, and the Mii Fighters, which I will talk about in a moment. But Robin, Corrin, Villager, and Wii Fit Trainer are going to be able to change. Like, they have different genders, so you can have male or female Robin, male or female Wii Fit Trainer, so on and so forth. With Lucina and Dark Pit, I think I turned them into alternates for Pit and Marth. Maybe I could unclone Dark Pit, but I don't know enough about Fire Emblem to save Lucina from that. And so the only other thing I wanted to point out is how Bowser Jr., I want him to be with Shadow Mario now, because Shadow Mario's already in his Final Smash. They could just switch out there. And besides, Mario Sunshine needs a little more representation, if you ask me. Plus, this would be pretty. Now, as for the Mii fighters, I would have the Gunner, the Brawler, and the Sword Fighter, but also add unlockable options such as the Mii Mage and the Mii Hero, which, yes, I know that is a terrible case. But basically, the Mii Mage would use wizardry and stuff like that, while the Mii Hero will basically do kind of like the stuff Superman, Iron Man, Captain America, those kind of people do. For newcomers, well, not yet, I'll have for alternate swaps, I'll have Mr. L, Funky Kong, Breath of the Wild Link, Clefairy, Dark Samus, Daisy, Dry Bowser, Dark Bowser, Dr. Luigi, Ocarina of Time Zelda, Hyrule Warriors Ganondorf, Galacta Knight, Wartortle, Classic Sonic, Louie, Ow, the Koopalings, and Mrs. Pac-Man. I'm pretty sure you guys could guess who they would be just looking at them, but I'm going to move on because I have a 10. So for newcomers from the Mario series, I have Paper Mario, which I think I just count him as his own separate series. And he would basically do what he did in Thousand Year Door in the original Paper Mario, along with a little bit of Super Paper Mario, and use his partners. Gino would basically be like how he was in Mario RPG, and Dixie Kong, I will try my best not to have her be a clone using her hair and stuff like that. For new Zelda reps, I will have Lana to represent Hyrule Warriors, and Minna and Wolfling to represent Twilight Princess, and also Hyrule Warriors. Along with Impa, who would also represent Hyrule Warriors. I know how much that is, but Impa is honestly an important character to the series. She's the only important character, in my opinion, that is not already in Super Smash Bros. The Pokemon, I'd have Absol to represent Gen 3 and Dark types, which we don't have. She'd also be quadruped. And then I'd have Lycanroc, Midday and Midnight. I'd have you switch out between them, but you can only switch out between them on the title screen. Not on the title screen, the character select screen. And the thing is, that'd have the same exact moveset, but Midnight would be basically a harder hitter, while Midday is basically fast. Now move on to other characters. I would have Waldy, Lolo from Adventures of Lolo, not from Kirby. Adventures of Lolo is a classic game. Also have Verity, Hades, Crystal, the Inklings, Springman, Wonder Red, Chibi Robo, Isaac, Excitebiker, and Urban Champion, which I would have had him be in 3D, but I couldn't find a picture of that. Same with Lolo and Mechaniker's characters, but to third-party characters, I'd have Rayman, since Ubisoft and Nintendo are getting pretty close, like how Sonic and Sega and Nintendo was. Bomberman, he made his own genre, and that's how he's important to video games. Banjo and Kazooie would basically represent the older Nintendo version of Banjo and Kazooie. And Shovel Knight will represent Indies, plus he's the only non-Nintendo character to have 4 amiibos for his series. And then I would have Craftian, not Steve Craftian. The reason why is because you'll be able to switch out with other skins. I don't want the name to change every single time. Here are 3 examples. And Sonic, I believe he deserves a few more representatives, being Tails and Shadow. Now, they're both equally important to the Sonic series, and they're both equally important to me. So I couldn't choose between them, but I really think only one deserves to be on. So I'll try and get a poll set up so I can see what you guys would have to do. But that's all. This is what if I was in charge of Super Smash Bros. Next time I will be going over the stages that I would have in and that I would have returned. So see ya next time.